and this is how it looks.
A little more review. It's just me now. Mike has left me. I didn't get a lot done yesterday, but she's shaping up to look like a car. I'm actually working on some of the electrical now. Oh, that broke off. Look at that. Add that to the to-do list. Must be Mike or something breaking the hood. It's probably from him stripping shit out. But yeah, I got horns in there. Just off the E39. Got cooling fan. I'm putting just a self-contained controller on it, so there's no switch. But I'm trying to be smart about this, because the last vehicle I did like this, I did that 88 Dodge, Beamer swap Dodge. I just had everything hardwired, and to work on it was just a pain in the ass. So if I ever have to remove this front nose cone or any of these components, then you'd be cutting wires. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put like 4 or 5 pin connectors on there. That way, everything is modular and can come apart and go back together without a substantial amount of rework, which would be really annoying. Not a huge fan of this ignition coil harness just floating through here, but it'll probably be what it is for now, since I don't got time to dick with stuff like that. It is currently July 1st. We are scheduled to leave from Tennessee, where the car is at right now, to Nebraska. I don't remember exactly how far of a drive it is, but I'm pretty sure it's like 14 hours in this. And we are going on August 13th. So yeah, I don't have a lot of time. I also have a 2-week vacation and a bunch of jobs at work to do between now and then, also on top of doing this. So that has been the struggle with this project. Just time not being available. Batteries mounted. Again, we're just making some compromises on aesthetics just because of time. It'll get reworked later, I'm sure, but we got the blower installed again. Heater core, we tested it. It doesn't leak and the motor works, so that's badass. I got the wires chilling. I got it all ready for that. There's the engine harness. I'm actually gonna put the DME right here, the engine controls. I'm gonna build a little platform in here. My one concern is if you're using the heater core, it might get a little toasty in there, but I don't suspect we're really gonna use the heat other than maybe in the morning to defrost the windows. So there's these little tubes up here. There's little vents. And there's actually blower ports on those. So I'm gonna try to get some hose off Amazon or something and get that to work. That just terminates right here in this little Y valve. And then obviously we can direct air through there. The horn should work, turn signal should work. Hoping I can get the indicators on the dash to work. As far as the gauges, might see if I can get the fuel gauge to work since it's halfway decent looking. Everything else is just completely destroyed. But I do have a sending unit in the tank, so that might end up getting used. I have an aftermarket one also. We might just install that just cause. Yeah, there's just a lot of little stuff to do still. Another day. So what I'm doing is I am repurposing all the wiring out of the black E39 that we just got rid of. Because there's a lot of good wire in here. And like I said, the Buick is going to be very, very simple. There's not going to be much going on here. I got the front core support done yesterday, so the lights, these are off. There are some aftermarket Harley-Davidson lights. They went with the look we wanted. They have integrated turn signals and DRLs. So we got all that wired up. So the horns, cooling fan, of all that running back to, I made these weather tight plugs so that I can run it back to the car so it's not as much of a pain in the ass to work on later. Woo! quite a bit of wiring done today. We're using one of the, I believe this was the rear electrical package that's in the trunk of an E39. So just enough relays and circuits on here, fused circuits that I can use for what I'm doing. A little switch panel. I was actually able to recover the ignition switch contacts work, and then also the light switch, which are functioning. I'm gonna get a video of these later tonight in the dark. It's gonna be pretty neat. So as promised, I wanted to come out here in the dark and check out these headlights, see if they're worth all the hype. So I'm standing in the driver's door right now. Ooh. I would say those aren't gonna suck. That's just the low beams. There's the high beams, low beams. So the way that I wired this up, not that you're gonna be able to tell or see what I'm doing, but headlight switch on this is like a lot of old vehicles. It's just a push-pull type switch. So typically, the stock setup on this car, a high beam switch is on the floor. I definitely destroyed that with a torch. So, hell yeah. I'm not gonna be able to get a good focus on these because they're on, but you got a low beam projector up top, high beams in the bottom, which we don't have on right now. We have these little like marker type lights. I don't have the DRLs or anything hooked up yet. But yeah, these are pretty sweet. I like that. Everything's all easily adjustable too. A little more progress on the wiring. Got almost all the engine controls done. Right now I'm working on bringing the back half, all the lights and fuel system and all that stuff. It's kind of a mess right now. Just getting everything routed and pretty. Put some reverse lights up on the door, a little cabin light. All right, Audrey wanted to show off Groove.
Hi, this is Groove. This is how it looks. Over here.
Gotta pull down.
Okay. Ow. And this is how it looks.
A lot of the body electrical's done. Still working on the engine controls. Have the interior lighting, front lighting, rear lighting, all that stuff's done. Try to get some shots of that stuff tonight working.
We got all
License plate light is, I retrofitted that as well. I've retrofitted the tail lights with LEDs and retained the 1940 lights. As you can see, that's fun because it's all so rusty. I got all the fuel controls. I got the pump, the sending unit.
Can I show them the up lights?
Oh, let me hook it up first. So I have this disconnected. All right.
That's how we do for today. See you next time.